There's a lot of support cutscenes we need to watch. Almost want to refight the last chapter because it went so poorly. It's fine, I guess, but like that whole fight was just some BS right there. Did not feel good about like that fight. Let's repair all the weapons we got. Alright, let's watch the support cutscenes, then we'll explore. You know what? We can explore, and then watch the support cutscenes while we are exploring. Yeah, because we're definitely exploring this month. We're not doing anything else. Supply run for Lord Trouble, beautiful flowers, any type of size will do. Alright. Nope. Dried vegetable 3, nice.
In this pond get fed every day, so they're swimming all lazy and serene. But the only reason they're kept here is so that they can one day be used for food. But the fish don't know that, so they just swim around happily. It's a bit of a miserable thought, but aren't soldiers much the same?
Maybe if I manage my time right, I could just not... what am I trying to say? I could not fish on stream today. I could just fish on my own time. Iron Bowl, don't care. Keep that, yeah. Alright.
Come back soon.
I definitely need more money.
Hello.
Sell whatever we don't need.
Will this one do?
It's all.
Will this one do?
It's all.
Will this one do?
It's all yours.
Will this one do?
It's all.
Will this one do? It's all. Will this one do? It's all. Will this one do? It's all. Will this one do? It's all yours. Take it.
Alright.
Tell your friend hello.
Before I buy these, let me buy the
Hello there.
fishing lure first.
I think this one, yes?
Definitely won't be able to buy everything I want.
I think this one, yes? I think this one, yes? I think. 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 Return soon, please.
If you manage to take back Fhirdiad, it'll make it a bit easier for us to do business. Taxes in the Fargus Dukedom are ridiculously high. Makes it hard to even think about trading. Yet Cornelia won. What does she use that ample tax money for anyway? From the Empire's perspective, I suppose it makes sense to squeeze the former kingdom territories for all they're worth. But if they throw those territories into total ruin, doesn't that defeat the purpose of conquering them?
Hey, welcome. You have a good, a pleasure doing, you have a pleasure doing, you have a pleasure doing business. You have a pleasure doing business with. You have a good eye, a pleasure doing business with you. You have a good, a pleasure doing, you have a good eye, a pleasure doing business with. You have a good, a pleasure doing business with. You have a good eye, a pleasure, come again.
Welcome.
Yeah, you sell these. Alright.
Come back soon.
Yeah, we wasn't even able to get the chest that was on the last mission. And that last one was like the worst battle we ever fought. And again, I don't think that was even my fault. The game basically just like tricked me.
Will this one do? It's all yours. Take it. Will this one? It's all yours. Will this one do? It's all yours. Will this one? It's all yours. Will this one? It's all yours. Take it. Tell
Alright,
your
out of
friends.
money. That's fine.
Professor. Professor? Greetings, Professor. Nothing to report. Fhirdiad is a city with a long history that goes back to before Fargus gained its independence. I'd like to visit that place at least once before I die, but I'm afraid I have my own work to attend to. It's hard being so dedicated. Ah well, I'll go there for some leisurely sightseeing once Fódlan knows peace. Hello there.
Up until a few decades ago, Fhirdiad was a disorderly city. Even the water supply was poorly constructed. As such, it was a hotbed of sickness and disease. The late king hired a researcher named Cornelia, who advised that he give top priority to improving the city's infrastructure. In the space of just a few years, the city was transformed into a place of beauty and order. At the same time, the diseases that had plagued our land loosened their grip, one after another. It was miraculous.
The kingdom capital. It's been way too long since I was there last. Oh, Professor, I didn't mean... It's not that I'm looking forward to it or anything.
You don't have to hide it.
Please don't tease me like that. It's just, when I think of us finally saving everyone in Fhirdiad, it makes me a little happy. Okay, maybe a lot happy. The kingdom capital is under the tight control of Cornelia, who was ennobled by the Empire.
Judging by what we heard from Lord Rodrigue, it sounds like she's a tyrant.
But all of that ends soon.
Let's get there quickly.
I agree that we should head for Fhirdiad, but let's not forget our search for Lady Rhea. The soldiers from the church are going to set up a base at the Great Bridge of Murden. They'll be able to keep up the search while we head for the kingdom capital.
What's up, Shamir?
So we're turning around and heading for the kingdom capital? Ridiculous. Tell him to cease this nonsense. Isn't there a saying in Fódlan? Something about those with power knowing how to use it? If he's not careful, the goddess will send her saints to smite him. Not that I believe that.
Alright. A whole bunch of, like, regular people trying to talk to me.
To deliver vegetables we harvested in the village to the monastery's dining hall. Because of the season, I couldn't really pick that much. But I wanted to help you guys out, even just a little bit. We're busily planting seeds, so when things start to grow, I'll be back.
Thanks, dude. What kind of tournament is today? Axe tournament. No. No thanks. Who's this standing here? Oh, you.
Yeah, guess what I noticed? I can see further than most other people can see. But I can't figure the point of seeing further than an arrow can fly, since I can't shoot what I see.
You could detect enemy movement in advance. You could find our targets quicker than anyone. Find targets.
Yeah, I suppose it could be real useful for finding Lady Rhea, too. Thanks, Professor. I think I get it now. I'm gonna put my eyes to real good use. Thanks, Professor.
Nope. Alright.
I don't feel like I can just forget all the awful stuff he's done. But if His Highness is owning up to his past and trying to move forward, I figure I can give him that chance. We've been friends since we were kids. I'm gonna be there for him all the way to the end. I'm getting the hang of it.
Alright, I'm at A+ on my lens now. That's cool.
Professor, I really caused trouble for you, didn't I? I am so sorry, truly. I am also eternally grateful to you. Now, it's time to go to the kingdom capital. I hope that you will lend me your strength once again.
Oh, you can do a vest drill with you now. Alright, cool.
Everyone is saying His Highness is back to his old self, but I do not think that is accurate. What he was until recently is what he had been for as long as I've known him. So tortured by his compassion for the fallen that it had driven him mad. He has always been too kind to be king. He has always felt too much for the weak and the dead. That is exactly why I look up to him.
True. Dimitri's completely changed. Or maybe I should say he's finally back to normal. Either way, I'm glad he's come around to the idea of retaking Fhirdiad. With our current troops, there's no way we could handle the Imperial capital. We wouldn't even get past Fort Mercius.
Alright, let's watch some cutscenes. Watch like a few of them.
Your Highness, you still have scars on your back. It does you no good to languish in pain. I will procure some medicine.
No, it is fine. But they are still deep. These are from 9 years ago. They do not hurt any longer. And besides, it would be a shame if the scars I got for protecting you were to fade. I bear these scars proudly. It makes me think that it was worthwhile that someone like me survived.
To hear you say such things.
You say that I saved you. But do you know that you also saved me that day?
If I had been unable to save anyone, I would have been the sole survivor. I would have had no reason to keep living. But I saved someone. Saved you. That and that alone has always been my crutch.
When I stood before those soldiers and their swords that day, I was prepared to die. But then, you suddenly appeared, and you shielded me. I knew then that a savior's hand could reach into even the deepest darkness. I still have not been able to repay that debt.
Have you not heard a word I've said? You have saved me in countless ways. 5 years ago, I did nothing but await my execution within my jail cell. Was it not you that saved me?
That was nothing more than my duty as your vassal.
Listen, Dedue, perhaps you consider me to be somewhat special, but I think the same of you. You are irreplaceable, cherished. So stop saying that we cannot be friends. Stop saying such awful things.
Please, do not look at me that way. You promised me you would build a kingdom that is proud to boast of Duscur blood. In this kingdom, where there is no distinction between the people of Duscur and the people of Fódlan, will I finally, without reservation, be able to call you my friend? Will I, Dimitri?
Dedue. Yes, you will call me your friend again and again, no matter how many hardships I must endure.
I will do all I can to bring about that world as well. To be your friend is what I have always wanted.
Is that so? I am glad to hear it.
But until that time, we must allow no harm to befall you. So please call upon me when you walk alone at night. And even when you go out in the day, please tell me where you are going and whom you are meeting.
In the end, I suppose there is no fixing your overprotectiveness, is there? I suppose I can live with that.
Alright. So the second part on which Annette is coming up next.
Forgive me.
It's fine. Honestly, it's pretty funny when you think about it.
I did not expect the horse to react so violently when I approached.
No kidding. And I didn't expect the two of us to get covered in hay.
Animals have never taken to me. It must be as you said. My face is the problem. I have not honed my smile well enough. I deeply regret the trouble I've caused you.
Don't be ridiculous. And especially don't be sad. It's no trouble at all, I promise. Everyone makes mistakes. Isn't that what you've been trying to teach me?
Yes, I suppose so.
It does look like this will take a while to clean up. But if we work together, it'll be done in no time.
I am truly sorry.
Don't apologize. When it's your turn for stable duty, I'm happy to help.
Really?
Sure. And in return, you can help me out when I'm on kitchen duty.
Of course.
By the way, I tried out all that stuff you mentioned before, about how to not be a scatterbrain. I'm still pretty hopeless, but thanks to you, I'm making fewer mistakes. It's probably not a good idea for me to be left alone around knives and boiling water, though. That's why it'll be really nice knowing you have my back.
You have changed.
Huh?
You no longer fear approaching me for help. You simply ask. And now, when the need arises, I will rely on you, too.
Beautiful as ever, Dedue.
What are you suggesting?
You're always busy delivering messages.
You mean His Highness's orders?
Does he need you to run such trivial errands?
He should not trouble himself over them. I am honored to attend His Highness and to represent him in all matters. Ever since he saved my life, serving him has given me reason to live.
Reason to live. Huh.
Your relationship to the Archbishop seems similar.
Not quite. I joined the Knights to repay a debt I owed Rhea. The debt's been repaid, so she's nothing more than a former employer.
Then you are not motivated by loyalty.
Not especially. I wouldn't call Rhea my reason to live.
And if a higher-paying employer comes along?
I'd consider it. That's what mercenaries do.
Then yes, we are completely different.
Everyone's different. I'm not trying to criticize your loyalty. I've seen a lot of people like you all over the world. They don't tend to last very long now. Try not to end up like that.
Thank you for the warning.
Alright. I think we're good for now.
Okay.
Pardon me.
Definitely.
After that great battle earlier, the balance of power in Fódlan has shifted greatly. To get revenge for all our fallen friends, we'll have to stake our lives on the fight that lies before us.
Hello.